Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh, and in this video I want to share with you 5 books that I think are ideal for people who are getting started in the self-development kind of business and who are ready to take their life to the next level. I believe that if you do want to get your life to the next level, you have to learn 4 basic skills. First, the power of building good habits. Secondly, changing your mindset to a mindset of growth, perseverance and focus. Thirdly, learn how to become more productive. And fourthly, learn a thing or two about finances and money. First off, how to build good habits. In this class, I would recommend reading Atomic Habits by James Clear. Atomic Habits is a very easy to read and clearly understandable book in which the author provides us with a theoretical framework on how good habits are built and how to break bad habits. While in the first part of the book, the author explains why tiny little changes in your life can lead to incremental results, in the second part of the book he gives us practical tips and ideas to implement to build good habits and break bad habits. In the book he, for instance, talks about habit stacking, habit tracking, habit implementation, accountability partners, accountability contracts, the Goldilocks rule, the 2% rule, and so on. It is a book that will easily teach you how to build good habits and, at the other side of the coin, how to break bad habits. If you want to learn more about the book, I've already made a video about it, of which you can find the link down in the description below or somewhere up on the screen. Second skill you need to learn, mindset. In the category of mindset, I would recommend reading Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. In his book, David Goggins tells us his own story of how he went from an overweight, insecure and lazy man, his own words by the way, to a Navy SEAL and now an ultra athlete. He talks about how he overcame his own struggles in his rough past and the skills and ideas he used to start mastering his own mind. In his book he gives us practical ideas such as the governor, the 40% rule, the cookie jar and the accountability mirror. This book will mainly teach you how to stop making excuses, get mentally strong and start mastering your mind. In this category of mindset I also want to share a second book, and that is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. If Can't Hurt Me is about how to get mentally strong, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck is about how to focus on the things that are important to you and leave behind everything else that doesn't matter. The content of the book comes very close to academic and philosophical writings, but with a little bit of a twist in that the author has a very direct and provocative style of writing. So if this is not your thing, I'm sorry, but you'll have to deal with it. Together, these 2 books will teach you how to find what to focus on and to go for it all the way. Honorable mentions in this category of books are also Viktor Frankl, Man's Search for Meaning, which is about a psychologist who survived the concentration camps and the lessons he learned about suffering, and any of the books talking about Stoicism, such as Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, How to Think Like a Roman Emperor by Donald Robertson, or any books by Ryan Holiday such as The Daily Stoic and the other books in his series. The next skill we're talking about is how to become more productive, and in this class of books I would recommend reading Deep Work by Cal Newport. In this book the author makes a clear distinction between either deep work and shallow work. In the first part of the book the author goes over the importance of deep work and how it has become a rare but very crucial skill in this world to become successful. While he then goes on explaining the importance of deep work, in the second part of the book he gives us practical tips and ideas to implement so we can start working deeply as well. Other honorable mentions in this category of books are Digital Minimalism by the same author, Cal Newport, if you want to learn more how technology distracts you from achieving deep work, and Rests by Alex Spang, in which the author arguments that we should have a very clearly defined balance between work and rest and the importance of it for our productivity levels. The last skill to learn is to get financially literate and learn more about money. The book I would recommend reading first is I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. It teaches you the basics and gives practical tips on saving, spending, investing, which banks to choose, which accounts to choose, credit cards, debt, and so on. Next to that, the author also gives some tips on how to think about money and how to deal with money, giving some mindset shifts. The author's own vision, for instance, is if you want to save money, don't look at the small expenses such as saving some dollars on not buying that coffee latte you wanted, but to define the things that are important to you in life and the things that are not important to you in life. When you've defined these 2 things, he argues to spend extravagantly on the things that you love and to spend nothing to almost nothing on the things that are not important. And in his vision, this is the key to a rich life. Other honorable mentions in this category of books is Your Money or Your Life by Vicki Robbins and Joe Dominguez, which is a book that also teaches you how to think about money, how to deal with money, and goes deeper into how to become financially free. That brings us to the end of this video. If you want more book recommendations, you can check them out on my site, link is down in the description down below. And feel free to also check out my other videos on book reviews and book recommendations, which you can find here right now on the screen. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.